We had a very interesting team building event a few days ago. It had been in the works for a few weeks. It's a project for me to complete level 5 in motivational strategies. And it tied in really well with what one of our strong interests in our Encompass group, which is how we view ourselves, our relationships to our body and to our clothes, to our style, to fashion. We've been exploring that from last September with our videos, that interview that I did with Cynthia and Johanna and also Maggie. And the time seemed ripe to put something into action here as a team building, to learn more about each other when we're wearing clothes that we don't normally see each other wearing, and maybe, you know, striking a different pose. It all came together really beautifully, much more satisfying than I would have imagined. And in this process, of this whole event, of how it all transpired and came together and culminated, I identified a higher order process, which really intrigued me. So the title of this speech is Ignite the Fire. And the name of the process is FIRE, with each letter standing for a step of the process, and a quality of this process. The first letter, F, is fun. We take our fun very seriously. All along the way, all our meetings, our planning meetings, our phone calls, our emails, there's a feeling that we're enjoying each other, we're enjoying the process, we're enjoying not always knowing exactly how things are going to turn out, that element of surprise, the sense of adventure, that we're doing something together. This is fun. And also implied in fun is freedom. Yeah, we're going to be able to, you know, play around a bit, explore, you know, some feelings and that we maybe haven't had for a long time, maybe a part of ourselves that's been languishing. So fun, it's the F. The next letter, I, is integrated. There are so many little zigs and zags and ups and downs and pulling pieces together to make this event just the special occasion that it was. Everybody has their own personal communication style. I've learned that in Toastmasters, starting to recognize that, and I could see it demonstrated, you know, in this team building activity as we communicated and planned, and how we like to communicate, how we need to sometimes listen a little longer, how perhaps there's nonverbal communications, understanding each other's communication style. It was integrated into this process, and are just what we enjoy, what we like to do, what we wanted out of the project, how we saw ourselves. Every aspect of our relationship with each other and with ourselves was integrated. It was all there. Everything was perfectly expressed. The next letter, R, might be a bit of a surprise. When we talk about higher level process, higher order process, there can be this sense of it being not quite, you know, of this realm, not so much down to earth, and maybe a little, you know, kind of nebulous, or, you know, use that word, spiritual in some sense. But I find that it's very rigorous. So R is rigorous. Rigorous in the sense that there's a lot to pay attention to. Everything that happens or does not happen happens for a reason. It's a reflection of our attention or our lack of attention. There's some detail that was important, that is important, something afterwards upon reflection that we can think about. And for example, just when we were doing our poses in our outfits, I noticed like the ground was a little damp, a little boggy in the spot that I'd chosen, and Lily was in her high heel shoes and sinking into the grass. And I thought now in the future, if I was, wanted to do something like that again, if we wanted to extend this activity, I would scope out beforehand and look for a place maybe where, she would have been comfortable in her high heel shoes. That's like these little details is what teaches us, of course, about the whole process. There are many, many examples, and there's never anything wrong or ever anything right. It's all just there. There's just a smorgasbord of details, of events, of things to pay attention to, and you go, well, did I like that or didn't I like that? Would I like to do that again or no? Or should I take account of that? So this natural process takes everything into account and is very rigorous in giving us back to us exactly what we need, exactly what we want to, in order to, create like this really full-fledged experience. Which leads me to the last letter, E, which is evolve. And this is huge. The evolving nature of our participation in these projects. There's always this open-ended quality to it. We do it with the expectation that we're going to continue to learn and grow. This was a team building exercise, and we all learned little things about each other that were, warmth. That go, oh yeah, I know this person a little bit now. No, I know what to expect with them. Oh, okay, I can. And this is this growing of, intimacy, understanding. It's all enables us to work as a team, and with the expectation that we'll move forward. We're always moving forward into, more projects together, more adventures, more fun. And I invite you to just ignite that fire in yourself and see what the universe brings to you. Thank you.